Who am I? And more importantly, what do I have to do with computing? I may not have sounded like I do in this video, but I was English. That guy was George Boole, and he is one of the pioneers of computer science. He was a maths genius, and his work with logic and algebra paved the way for the development of modern computers. You see, Boolean logic is essential to the inner workings of a computer. It's no wonder the algebraic logic was named after him.
Yeah, true that.
Sorry, you've got me again. It's a little tricky in places, so I'll try and make it straightforward for you. Modern computers are made up of tiny electronic circuits that work together to run your programs. These circuits use something called Boolean logic, which is like a special language that helps them make decisions based on whether things are true or false. Boolean logic uses binary numbers, that is, numbers made up of only zeros and ones, to represent true or false values. True is 1 and false is 0. The circuits use this language to perform tasks like adding numbers or comparing things. So, understanding Boolean logic is important for understanding how computers work. A computer has billions of transistors which act like light switches. And as I've now explained, they have two states. On-off, true-false, 1-0. It's all the same. Let's see these binary digits in action. Look at this picture of a logic circuit with three logical operators, and, or, and not. A logical operator is like a special symbol that shows how things are connected or compared, and while a logic gate is a physical component inside a computer that follows those rules to make things happen. Think of a logical operator as a single puzzle piece, and the logic circuit as a completed puzzle of many pieces. Let's look at each logical operator in more detail. All must agree. The AND gate only produces an output of 1 if both inputs are 1. Look at the truth table at the top right of the video. If the inputs A and B are both 0, then the output labeled C would be 0. If A was 0 and B was 1, it would still be 0, as the gate needs both to be 1. So if A was 1 and B was 0, what do you think C would be? I'll wait a few seconds. Well, it's 0, as you need 1 for both A and B. Finally, on the last row there are 1s for both A and B, so that means the output for C would be 1. If you're confused by all the numbers, here's another example. I will be releasing another video about AI on this channel soon. Are you ensuring you won't miss it? Reading the first line of the truth table below the titles. If you are not subscribed and don't hit the notifications bell, then the output is no, as you won't see the video in your YouTube subscriptions and won't be notified when it is available. On the next line, if you are subscribed, well, thank you. But if you have not hit the notifications bell, then you are not ensuring you won't miss it. The video will appear in your YouTube subscriptions, but you won't be notified. The best scenario to ensure you won't miss it is if you are subscribed and you hit the notifications bell. Then you will see it in your subscriptions and you will get notified when it is released. Okay, so it is not exactly the same as the previous example. But I wanted to help you to think logically. One must rise. The function of the OR gate is to produce an output that is true if any of its inputs are true. In other words, if any input is 1, the output will be 1. Opposites attract. The NOT gate reverses its input, so the output is the opposite of the input. In other words, 0 would become 1 and 1 would become 0. Do you think you could solve this now? Why not pause the video and have a go? You may need to extend the truth table. Remember this. Logic is binary. There are two statements that are possible: true or false. And the best way to get to grips with the topic is to practice. Goodbye for now.